talk ViacomCBS. We were just looking at that with Dom. Is this a situation where it is apples to apples or not? How do you see it?
Look, I think that this is really tough for investors because obviously the numbers aren't great. I mean, you're seeing the loss in cable subscribers is definitely, or the loss in video subscribers is the cord cutting, as you call it, is certainly pressuring their growth. But the big question, which really isn't answered in the press release, and I think it's what has investors concerned, is they're talking about this kind of family of brands product, basically some type of larger CBS All Access that brings in Paramount, brings in the Viacom cable networks, and nobody's sure what this is going to cost, what it's going to look like. It's sort of just teased in the press release, and I think everyone's trying to figure out what does this actually mean and what is it going to cost.
Rich, we really wanted to begin, if we knew it was you, we probably would have begun with the 70% increase in the cord cutting or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's up 70%, but it went to down 8%, right? Did you see that story? No, Rich is gone. Huh? Or you want to talk about high-frequency trading, Rich? Or I don't know. Where are you now? This is going well. Are you there, Greenfield?
I'm listening to everything you say.
All right. So is that you've been talking about cord cutting and it's going to get worse? Is this, this is what you were forecasting more or less? This is bad? A 70% increase in pay TV people leaving?
Look, I think the fundamental problem that the industry faces is that you lost with Dish having reported yesterday, we know that the industry lost over 1 million subscribers. So you're down into the low 80 million range of people with pay TV in this country. Remember, that number used to be upwards of 100 million subscribers. Now you're down to 80. And I think the big question for Bob Bakish, for Shari Redstone on the call this morning as they get on at 8:30 is what is the plan as subscribers keep dropping? Can you afford to invest in the NFL? If subscribers are going from 80+ million down to 60 million or 50 million, can you afford to invest in the NFL? The cost of the NFL programming, it's the only thing on TV that's growing. The cost is going up a lot. And so I think investors are going to be really focused on how do they financially justify big step-ups in NFL programming as their revenue sources are declining.
Because they're getting it from streaming. And so for the year, it was 5.5 million traditional pay TV customers. So that's an 8% decline, but a 70% increase in the decline. But as people are moving to more affordable streaming options, but with so many streaming options, I don't know, is that always going to be a net positive for streamers, or do eventually those, I think you'd see a shakeout there too, and I guess you just need companies that do both if you're going to make investment decisions, right?
Well, look, I think in our world, the way to make the most money over the last few years has been to just buy the ones that are fully focused on the future versus being weighed down by the past. I mean, if you look at the performance of Netflix stock versus, I don't know, whether you want to look at ViacomCBS, I mean, even Disney has dramatically underperformed Netflix over the last 2 to 3 years. I mean, it is hard when you're building the future. It's really hard when you're trying to figure out what do you do with the past or these legacy businesses. And there's just no easy answer. Most of the really exciting programming, I mean, take your parent company, NBC. The most exciting content that NBC is coming out with is going on to Peacock. It isn't going to the broadcast network. I mean, shows like Dr. Death are going to be on Peacock and not on NBC. A show like Picard, which is CBS's biggest new show, goes to CBS All Access, not to CBS. And so you're almost sort of telling viewers that they don't need the cord unless they're diehard sports fans, or they don't need a cable subscription unless they're diehard sports fans, because the best content is available on streaming and not on linear TV.